Hello, and welcome to back to my channel. It's been a minute. Oh my gosh, it has been a long time. Joe Bizzle 289 here. Uh, I don't even know where to begin with everything that's happened in the last year. Just so much stuff has happened, and I'm finally able to get back and do some recording. And so one of the things I always wanted to do with my channel was do gameplay. And so here we have some city skylines. This is a city that I've been working on for about a month and a half or so. Just kind of piddling away at it from time to time. And I wanted to share it with you all today and then work on some things. So I'll go ahead and show what we have here. It's a fairly well-developed city. I am using a lot of mods as well to help me accomplish some of the things that you'll see here. But I tried the vanilla version of City Skylines, and it just it made me more upset than anything. So I went with modding, and I've enjoyed it. And a lot of these mods you can find on the Steam Workshop, and so it would just made sense to do. So I first started playing City Skylines about probably around January of this year. I found a channel called City Planner Plays, and he's an actual city planner, and he plays City Skylines. And so it was really cool to see what he did. And he taught me a lot. He taught me about this thing called roadway hierarchy, and so I've been trying to maximize that and utilize that. And I've done a terrible job, but I have tried to implement it a little bit. So I've had some fun with this city. So I'll kind of show you what all the city's got going on. I have the industries pack, so we have a couple of different industries all kind of stacked in here together. I've got an ore setup right about here, doing some ore stuff. Then I have a forestry area set up right here. And then I have an oil setup right here, or oil industry setup right here. And, I have a lot of issues with it. It's not the best. I have a lot of industrial traffic, and it makes me mad to no end. Industrial traffic, I think, is one of the worst things in City Skylines, because you do one thing in an industry and just suddenly you have nothing but traffic and traffic and traffic. But so that's one of the industry areas I have. I try to make it as connected as I could. I've got this is an intersection that I made. I based it off of an inside turning left intersection, and it's done well for the most part. But there's things I could tweak on it. I could probably make these bends I could make them bends instead of straight and everything else. But it got the point across, and it's done well. It's actually flowed a lot of traffic. Traffic really doesn't get too backed up on it. But then across from this industry area, I have a little, low residential area here. Just some basic housing and stuff. I have a monorail going through it. I don't know how practical this would actually be to have a monorail in a low residential area, but I thought it was cool, and it gave them some transit options. And then I added a bit of denser area here, a bit of density, because we have a creative school here, and then there's an opera house, and then the Grand Mall. So this is just a lot of commercial and office space all kind of packed right in here, and then we have some dense residential packed all right in there. But and then I think there's a train station. Yeah, there's a train station right here, and I put a little bit of commercial all around this. Kind of gave it a little something. Let's see how people are liking it. 39 people. So 39 people have thought this was useful. But then we have the highway coming in through here. I try to make the highway as connective as possible. So here's where the main highway comes in. and then just all these different connections. Because here in Omaha, you have this connection into that connection, and this connection into that connection. So I tried to kind of base it off of that, and I probably went overboard with these elaborate intersections. But I tried to start using like some actual like more legit intersections here that we have. But then again, I went back to my my ITL, inside turning left. But this city, I originally called it Mira because it was a mirror image of everything that I did. And it started off right here. This is the original part of the town, and then I built it up just a little bit right here. And then I created this weird like commercial node right here because I was mainly trying to get my casino. And then this went without a train station for the longest time, and then finally I was looking at it, and these people were wanting connectivity, so I created this this train station here and this weird tunnel underneath. But this has been where all of the water gets treated and the power and everything, and I have the hydro or the fusion power plant here. So we have no worries about electricity. As you can see, we are stacked to the top, and I'm not going to run out of electricity with this build. So we have some waste treatment here, and then a pumping station. As I have done a couple of tsunamis here. Tsunamis have been the worst. I hated tsunamis because they just keep going and it doesn't end. But anyway, so this is where some of the city was. It's mostly just all low residential, and then a little bit of a higher residential. I think this is. I think this one has. No, it doesn't have a policy on it. It's just office space. That's what it is. Okay, so office space. It's a good movie, by the way. Then across from this is a new area here. I've recently built this. This whole area didn't used to exist, but I built a whole train station network. So that way all the trains come in to this main train station here. And then it goes out to all the other train stations from there. So this is a major hub for all the trains there. But then I put a little zoo here, and I have this interesting little crossover. It's weird. It goes under, then you can go this way or that way. I don't know. It made sense to me. I was trying to make some connectivity here. I don't know if these bridges really work, but. And then we're getting into more density here. This is my first stab at really doing some real dense city planning, and it's just a mishmash of everything. We have our with the Expo Center along with the Modern Art Museum, and then a stadium, and this is all just surrounded by a bunch of dense commercial. And then we have the luxury hotel, and then the international airport, which is serving 243 people a week, which is cool. But anyway, so I think I'm getting kind of going down some tangents here. So what I want to do is I want to focus on some things for this build today. And so there's a couple of areas of expansion I've been working on, and one of the main areas right now has been this kind of seaside port area. For the longest time, this area was just cut off from everything, and so I finally started building it up and getting it connected with all the train stations. And so my thought here is this is a metro station, and so I have this connected via train, which connects this huge dense area. This is where really a majority of my population is. It's a lot of office and dense commercial and dense residential. And there's Central Park there. But so the train network, it comes in two ways. So I have this train station here, then I have this train station. Where's it at? Over here. But so what I've done is I've created kind of a ring station that services all the outside connections here. And then it comes over here to this really cool station. I really love like the elevated station here that this is. And we're serving 455 people a week, which is really good. This was a needed connection. I tried to beauty it up a little bit, but so it connects here, and then this station connects this other little community over this way. And so what I was doing was I made this kind of neat little one way in and one way out connection here. And then so the trains, they actually go underneath here, and then there's another station connected up. Where's it at? Over here. This is another train station. I got this on the creators pack. It was a cool little pack. A lot of different train stations, but I really liked the feel of this one. I thought it was an interesting design. Kind of spruced up the seaside port area here. Kind of a commercial tourist destination. But anyway, I'm getting off track again. So we have a couple of metro stations, that connects people, gets them on down. And, really, this setup was terrible. Oh, my gosh. It was so horrible. Because my idea was I wanted a collector. And because I've recently been up to Minneapolis, and I kind of like the idea that they had there. They had the metro running, their city train station, or their city transit just kind of running right down the middle here. And they had a one-way on either side. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So tried to implement that, but my main issue was I only have so many ways in off of this highway. And so this collector right here, initially it was just just like a local road in, and it just got piled up, and traffic basically went to a standstill all right here, and it was backed up all the way up to here along this part of the highway, and then all the way back over here on this part of the highway. It was just terrible. But I did some interesting things here, put in I turned this more into an arterial collector, if you will, and put in some one ways and some junction restrictions, and that kind of helped it out a little bit. But anyway, so what I really want to do is I want to improve and expand this area right here. So as you can see, I've done a little bit of pre-laying here with some of the tracks, and I really want this station. This is a combo station here, so the trains, they come in here to this one, and then there's the metro. It's going to come in on this one to here, and it's going to continue on, and then it's going to serve the rest of this. So this metro station is going to become a major hub for this entire area right here. So based off of our needs, we need right now we need a lot more industrial, some commercial, and a little bit more residential. But really what I'm thinking is, so I have this, it's now a collector here. These two roads have converged into a true collector instead of these weird one-way kind of funkiness. But I'm going to keep the metro elevated, and it's going to come around here, and the collector is going to come back around, and then we're just going to really just fill out this whole area. My main concern, though, is I have limited access to the highway, so I'm probably going to be adding in some connections here, so that way they're not all just filling in off of this one way in. I don't want to create a cul-de-sac. That's the last thing I want to do. But so I'm just going to kind of fill it around here and see what I can make happen. I like to use the bike roads because that helps, keep the traffic down. And we'll just keep with this this grid pattern here that I have going on. I love this grid pattern. Really works out really well for my needs and what I've been doing. So now we have kind of a grading issue. To be honest, I usually don't even, this is going to sound silly, but I don't really worry about the grading too much because I think a city should have different levels. Any city that you go to is going to have, it's going to have its hills and its valleys and within the city. So I think that is something that you're going to naturally see. So having everything all on the same plane just doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, I'll try to flatten it out here and there, if need be. But for the most part, I just try to keep it all the same. So we'll just extend this all the way down as well as this one, and just keep on going here. Yeah, so I hope everybody's been doing well. Like I said, I've just been really busy with work and everything, and finally kind of reached a little bit of a lull in things, and so that's been nice. Been nice to be able to, I was away for quite a lot of the year, off doing things, and so it's just good to be back. I really missed home and just being able to relax and play video games, which is what I really love to do. All right, so we have this really good grid network here, and so what I've been playing all around too with lately is just terminating the end of the road, just kind of right where it naturally terminates. I'm not putting a ring road around. I mean, I did here, but really just kind of letting the road just kind of naturally end. Like you would see that like actually kind of happen in a real city. So, and then this is a good spot for a connection. So we'll just continue that. Like you would see dead ends. Oh gosh, I hate when that happens. You would see dead ends along. I did it again. Oh, I hate when that happens. But yeah, you would see dead ends 3 times in a row. It's trying to tell me something, but I don't want that to happen. So I just need to concentrate here on what I'm doing. There, finally, geez, ow. Okay. All right, so then we'll connect there. And then, we'll just kind of let this hang out right there. And then we can create kind of another seaside attraction area here. So what I want to do now is I want to focus on this metro station. Because the metro, I'm going to have a huge node of commercial wrapped all around this. Excuse me there. That's me hitting my mic stand. But we're going to have a huge network or a huge node of commercial activity here. Just kind of encapsulating all of this, giving it reasons to be over this way. So what I want to do now is I want to focus on this collector here. And kind of trying to figure out, okay, so I think initially my roads weren't exactly where I needed them to be, or my tracks weren't exactly where I wanted them to be. So this is going to go this way now. So yeah, if I do a curve here, I'm going to just kind of see what I don't like about curves is then that screws up, my zoning. It doesn't give me really good quality zoning. Now, if I went kind of at a diagonal here, I'd only have one area to really worry about. Yeah, so I think we'll just do that. Yeah, so I'll just keep this going to right about there, and we'll do a small little turn, small little curve. There we go, and then we'll just continue on. There we go. Yeah. But really, I foresee all of this eventually becoming populated, and it's going to be quite a project to get all of this done. I would really, because you're going to have to level pretty much a good portion of this, because even though I said I believe cities should have hills and stuff within them naturally, which they naturally do, this is a little much. This is like an actual mountain, So this is going to take a little bit of doing here. I mean, I like the mountain, but I don't know. Let me focus on I get really sidetracked when I play City Skylines. I know probably some of you also do as well. It's just one of those games where you can start working on something, and then 2 hours later, your focus is completely different on something that you don't even realize that you've been working on for so long. Um, so we're gonna lose one grid of expandability, but that's all right. I'd rather keep this going this way here. So this is going to be a major pinch point. So maybe there's something that I can do here, because all this traffic, well, no, that's just one way in, so they're all going to be exiting out this way, so that's not going to be too bad of an issue. Really, the major pinch point is probably going to be this spot right here, that first major connection. So what I should probably do is I should probably create a collector off of this, so then I'm not it's not just all filling in right here. So and then we'll do limited connectivity based off of this. So actually, you know what? I think I'll do the collector right here. Yeah. Okay, and then this whole road will just be upgraded to a collector. So then this is gonna push people down into this road, down into this area. Little eminent domain there. Sorry, the city needed that spot for our road there. And then yeah, we'll just do some limited connectivity. So that way it forces people to go onto this collector. So yeah, just kind of every other here. So at least connect all of this up, but every other here. Okay, this goes here. Okay, so ooh, that is a sharp turn. So what we'll do is we'll create a nice little curve here. There we go. A nice easy curve. All right, and then we'll just continue on with our grid pattern. Cool. All right. And then I want to expand out past this, so we'll continue this collector off this way. Just continuing on. And then, so now I have a decision here. Do I want to have this as an add grade crossing, or do I want to have the train network go over it? What I want to try to avoid is unnecessary stoppage of the traffic. But I think it might be kind of cool to have some at grade crossings there. We'll try it out for a little bit. You know, if it doesn't work, then I have no issues just saying goodbye to it. So yeah, so this will be a cool little connection here. Okay, so before I break the game, I'm going to pause it. And now I can redo the... There we go. This is just temporary. You know, and I am not a city planner by any means. I am just I'm just a guy that likes city building games. I grew up just absolutely in love with SimCity. I would play SimCity all of the time. Okay, so now we have a little issue, but yeah, I just love SimCity. And I remember the first time I played SimCity, that was at my babysitter's right before I went to school one morning, and her son was a kid in my grade, and he showed me City, or he showed me Sim City, and I was like, what is this game? And so then I, he uh, he let me play it for a little bit, and then see. Oh, okay. So now we have an issue here because this comes in at an angle, and I was not paying attention. Okay, so but I was having an issue there anyway. But yeah, so what I did is I created a city and I let it go for the entire day while we were at school. While we were at school, and then so I came back and I asked him a couple of days later. He's like, "Yo, man, so how'd the city do?" And he's like, "Your city sucked." Plain and simple is pretty much how he put it to me. Like nothing worked, and as it wouldn't work. Um, but it was my first introduction into SimCity. That was on the NES or SNES, and yeah. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of filling this in because it's just created a bigger problem what I was really expecting. Um, there we go. Kind of eases that up a little bit. Now I have this huge node right here, which I really don't like. I wonder if we can. Do I have a slope? Yeah, this is my slope. Can I? There we go. Oh, that looks a lot better. So maybe what I can do. Yeah, there we go. That's gonna be a nicer connection. Not quite as crazy steep. There we go. All right, I like it. But yeah, so I played SimCity that way for years and just absolutely loved it. And then got into SimCity 2 on the PC, and man, that game was legit. I had so much fun with that. So, yeah, if you liked that game or anything like that, tell me what you liked about it. Put it down in the comments. If you thought it was a cool game or not, just let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. All right, so I'm just kind of sloping this out, making this a little bit more manageable of a terrain feature here. Ooh, gosh. Let's see if we can't. There we go. And we're still. Yeah, there we go. We're getting a little bit better. It's going to be a couple of grades up, but yeah. So yeah. Anyway, just tell me what you thought of SimCity in general. I enjoyed the game. All right. So now, as I was saying earlier, so now I want to make this connection, and so we have the train right here. So what we'll probably end up doing is coming off of that roundabout and connecting up that way. Okay. It's an awful long way to travel, so really what we could probably do is we could probably create I don't know if I want to create another highway. Well, we could do like a 2-lane highway. That would incentivize people to come down this way, and then we could connect, and then maybe even wrap around the rest of the mountain, because I'm not going to take out the rest of this mountain. Kind of wrap it around kind of naturally and through this valley right here. Maybe create a tunnel. Yeah, a cool little tunnel highway connected into right there. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And so it'll just be, let's take a look at the highway here. One way, 2-way highway, 2-lane highway. Yeah, so that's a 2-lane. 2-lane 1-way highway. So this is more like your standard highway, kind of like an I-80 or I-65 or wherever you're at. But I think this is what we're going to be more interested in seeing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the game again, create this connection off of here. And my road guides are on. Okay, so now that should stay there. So now we'll go over here, and I'll create a nice little bridge off of this. There we go. And then on down. I get a nice good slope. Okay, take a look at that slope. Okay, that seems pretty nice, but it's not the greatest, so we'll go into node controller here. And I'll select this one and I'll just slope it. Oh, look at that. So much better. Just I really enjoy node controller. That was an excellent find. And then we'll do the same thing. Go back into node controller on this one and slope that one. Yeah. Oh, that just looks like such a nice little bridge there. Like you would see that kind of a bridge in real life, I would think. Anyway. So yeah, so we're gonna create this highway. We're just gonna. Oh, that's not the highway. This is the highway. There we go. All right. So again, what I wanted to do, let me make this into here first. So where was that spot? Okay, so this is the middle. All right. So I'm going to have the highway come in this way and wrap around. And we're just going to kind of follow the topography, as City Planner would say, a little bit. Not a whole lot. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing so much here, but for some reason my curve here didn't really take as I wanted it to. So we'll just use move it and we'll make that happen. There we go. That's a nice little curve. There we go. And this would be a cool little mountain pass into here. All right. So then that's going to come. So how do we got to do this? Okay, so now we're going to have another train crossing here. And then, yeah, awesome. Okay, just trying to decide on the route. I mean, I could come out this way and then through here and then wrap around and then in. I think that's what I'll do. Okay. Okay, nice straight. And then we'll do the opposite. We'll actually have the road go over the bridge, or road go over the railroad. I've seen that many times in my life. The road actually do that. So we'll slope that, and then we'll do the same thing over here. Slope that. Awesome. Yeah. Nice, easy bridge. There we go. Cool. And then we'll just continue on here. So how did I say kind of wrapped up and around? Okay, yeah, so. Cool, so then you get this kind of a cool winding highway passage up to your connection right here. So that's kind of neat. See some of the hills and stuff in this little mountain, but then so now here we're gonna go down and we're gonna create a tunnel. This would be a massive project for the city to do, and then we'll come up. Okay, now we gotta keep going. Awesome. And then so this highway is going to connect right into this collector. Cool. So then you have that way in, and then you have this way in, and then what we'll probably end up doing is this is all going to extend out this way. So then we're going to have a horizontal collector over on this side. And then it'll collect there, and then we can connect it off of there. Okay, so I think right here is as good a spot as any. Yeah, let's see. What would make the most sense here? Probably want to try to keep this collector as close to this one, but okay, so yeah, so we'll go this way. We'll create it this way. Okay, so the game is paused, so I'm not worried about breaking this connection here. There we go. And then we'll upgrade this one. Okay, cool. Yeah, so off of this collector onto this one. Oh, that's to the highway. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you'd probably have that. Yeah, I would think so. And then, ooh, why is that all funky like that? Okay, so I don't like that. I don't like seeing that. So we'll just continue on here. Make sure everything stays the way it should. Maybe it's because I just had too long of a road. There we go. Okay, it's nice and easy. So now what I'm trying to decide is like really the best way. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to get rid of this for the time being because that is just right in the way. All right, so where does that connect up? Right about here. Yeah. Okay. So just roughly like that. All right, so cool. So now we have a couple of connections off the highway. You can come in this way and then get down into there. So with this collector, yeah, okay, so this collector, like we said earlier, this will connect just like that. Cool. All right, so now, and I'm just looking at this road. That is just a cool little road there, kind of winding on through. Neat. All right, getting distracted, as I am one to do. So what I want to do now is, so now I'm going to have to cross this metro station track here. Or you know what? No. Okay, so I can just go under and then come. Oh, that'll be just perfect. Okay, great. All right, so we'll go under. All right. Kind of create that like that. Awesome. And then this is just gonna do a nice connect up like that. Cool. All right, and then first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have a metro station right here, because from there to there, Sims are not gonna want to walk that far, so we'll give them a nice little metro station. Let's see, I have the elevated one. I'm gonna need a road. Darn it. Okay, so I wanted this to be on the back side. So okay, well, what kind of other stations do I have here? Let's look at these. Let's look at just the metro here. Okay, cool. I have an elevated bypass one. Okay, so it must be placed roadside. So I need I need a road for all of this. So this road. All right, let me see. Oh, what else we got? Related platform, and this needs a road as well. Over the road. Okay, this is under the road. Again, under the road. Oh, we need the road. So I need. Okay, let me build a horizontal road right there. Okay, now. Oh no, that's not what I want. There we are. Okay, so that one fits there. What's this one look like? Okay, let's see how that looks. What does that look like? Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, might have too much traffic because I really don't need that much. So let's see what the other one is. Is there a smaller one? So we got this one. Yeah, there's that one. Let's see how that one looks. Oh, okay. I think I see what's going on. All right. Yeah. Let me connect this metro track up here. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what happens there. Awesome. That's pretty cool. But that is not cool. So let's go into our node controller here and let's fix this. Yeah, let's move this back. Okay, and then let's slope it. Nope, didn't really do much. Okay, so we're gonna delete this connection and try again. Okay. There we go. That's an easier connection there. Okay, and then we'll just continue this on up and around. Okay, cool. So that connects there. All right, so that looks a little bit better. Let's see what node controller will do for me here if I slope this. There, that's an easier connection and looks a little bit better. All right, cool. And then this is going to come off of this one. Okay. Let's see how sloping that does. Okay, that looks good. I'll take that. I'd buy that for $1. All right, cool. So we got that connectivity there. And then, yeah. Cool little area here. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to continue with filling in this section right here. So we're going to go back to our road. All right, don't forget the power. So I think this entire section, relies on this one power connection right here. So I have to make sure I don't forget to connect it. So let's do that now while we're thinking about it. And then this will just follow the highway. Okay, cool. And then I'll delete that because that's unnecessary. Okay, cool. So that has connection. And then once this is all filled in, I'm going to start bringing and reeling this back so that way we have power. All right. So now what I want to do is continue with my road network. Interesting. Oh yeah, because I created this. Yeah. Okay. So this one we're just going to be down a node there. That's fine. Okay. Oh darn. Now we have. And it won't even. Yeah, it won't let me build next to it. Okay, okay, that's fine. We'll just we'll go around it. You know? Yeah. Build as close to it as I can. Okay, roughly that. All right, and then we'll just create a nice little curve here. And then we'll go back up. And we'll do the same curve here. There. All right. Okay. And I want to do my 4x. I call it a 4x because I get 4 on this side and 4 on that side. But I don't want to have a lot of stoppage on this collector. I want this to be a pretty fast moving one. So I'm gonna eliminate these every other ones, but we'll at least lay the groundwork first. You know, and I might have to, hopefully not. Oh, we lose. Oh, I lose 2 grids of development based off of building this. See, that's what happens, kids, when you don't really plan things out. You just kind of shoot at the hip, and you end up losing 2 things here, but 2 grids. But you know what? It is what it is. So do I want to go 2 off of this? I think I want this to be, since this is going to be a main artery here, we'll give it the full 4. Okay, and then this node here in the middle will just kind of be a little bit off, and that's I keep saying node, but it's not a node. This little block district, if you will. Okay, so now what I got to do is I got to figure out my 4. Okay. So I'm going to do 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right, so what I try to do rectangular grids. I don't know. Rectangular grids just seem to look better in my eyes. So then I delete this one, and then bam, now we have a nice rectangular grid. I changed it up, looks like, based off of this, because I was going horizontal, now we're going vertical with it. But hey, you know what? That's just how the cookie crumbles. as they would say. So let's see. This will be the easier way to do this. It'll be go like this. And then I can do this all the way down. All right. And then we go here. Just a little bit off, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll accept that. That's acceptable. Okay. Now we're coming up to this little weird spot here. Yeah, the grid pattern is just going to kind of naturally just kind of be off here at the end. And I don't want this to be a huge block, so that's fine there. Yeah, there, and it just kind of, it's a messy endpoint, but it gives them what they need. They have their ways in. You can get in this way and that way. I want to make sure I connect this. Okay, so you can go it that way and that way, and then I can just delete all that. So now we have this connection, and then we're going to fill in this spot right here. So again, what I don't want to have two just like that. Okay, and then so then I'll cut the difference and split it here on this one. There we go. Cool. Again, that that stupid that thing is just, you know, ever since I put that electric line in, it's just been killing me the entire time. Okay, so we're going to try to mirror this as much as we can, but we have this highway here. But what we'll do, yeah, I'll bring it up over this way, and then they can connect right there. And then I don't really like that. Doesn't look very good. Okay, what if I split? Yeah, even if I split it. Well, that kind of keeps the same theme. All right. So now we'll fill in this area. All right. Here we go. Okay, so which way do I want this to go? Okay, so I want it to go this way. Okay, and I'm not going to have this road connect with that one. Okay, I'll have that connect there. Okay. All right, we'll see. I'm just trying to decide, you know, what to place in this area. It's mostly going to be commercial, like I said. I want a lot of activity for that. And we're just one off again on either side. Okay. For this metro station, I want this just to be a big center of everything. So I think we'll have a lot of commercial along the collector here, along this way, and then just this whole area is just going to be commercial. Now I'm obviously not going to keep this entire, just like that. So let's see. So, why is that all messed up? Oh, it's because this got all. Oh, it's because of the hill that we're getting onto the hill here. That's why. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll just try to. Now we got that space there. And then there's that space there. Oh, none of this is working out. That's all right. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. There we go. That's where the road should have started. That's all it is. Is I just we'll use our existing grid will help us, which it has. There we go. So now we have a 4 and a 4. Okay, good. And then we go connect over this way, center that up. Okay, 4. And we can't because of the grades, but that's all right. Yes, we can. There we go. All right, it's just a matter of picking where to start. Okay. Okay. Oh, that is messy. That is a messy connection. I don't like that. It just messes it up. But all right, cool. And then let's see. Let's continue on here this way. All right, and then connect over here. This all connects up still. This works. All right. All right, just like that. Okay. So sometimes things just end up kind of working out a little bit. Not a lot of it, just a little bit. Every other. Oh, look at that. That just worked out just nicely. Just real nice. All right. So we've put in all of this stuff. Now we got to put in the water pipes. Okay, and as City Planners Plays says, water pipes go under the roads. So apparently that's where they go. So that's where I got to put them. Okay. Get these all plumbed up here. Okay. Now for this one, we'll call that, you know, a necessary evil there for that one. I think that's probably a previous setup I had on the city. Probably had something there in the past. I can't remember exactly. Okay, we're saving here. Okay, good. All right, so that's got water. And we'll go down this way over to here. All right. And then we got to fill this in with water. Okay, cool. We got a connection there. And on down. Okay. Awesome. All right, so now we can put in our zoning, and like I said, this is just all super dense commercial all right through here. Yeah, give the people what they want. It's a huge corridor of commercial. And then, so we'll go 4 here, all the way down. Commercial. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down. Commercial. Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Don't need that. All right, so just all right there. A bunch of commercial. We'll connect these 2 segments here with, you guessed it, commercial. All right. Fill this in. All right. Get rid of that. Okay, there's got to be a better route for this for this one. Yeah, so if which it is going over this way and it connects over here, connects to there. Oh, okay, so it does have power. Okay, so I didn't need this one. So if I deleted this, may not even need that, because this power line comes up over and then it hits this, and then this Okay, so we lose a little bit of power right there. So meantime, we'll just connect that like that. Okay, so that's all powered up that way. Power there. Okay, cool. All right, and then you know what? People love office buildings. So we'll give a bunch of office buildings. See, I hate this. That's what I hate when the land doesn't all line up just right. It just doesn't look good. See, I'm not gonna have full. Oh, there we go. I got full zoning there. Yeah, we'll just continue this on around. Okay, now we're gonna need to put in some city services. So let's get a police station. Put the police station right there. Then a fire station. Fire station. We'll go right there. Okay, these guys, they need a little bit of fire protection, so we'll put that one there. All right, and then we need a hospital over here, so we'll put a hospital right there. And they have health care, so they're good. All right, and then the rest of this is, okay, along this corridor, this entire corridor here is all commercial. 4 by all the way down. All the way down. Yep, all the way. And then, okay, so then everything else is just dense residential. There we go. And then, yeah, this will be dense residential here as well. Okay, we don't need that there. Okay. That's going to create a problem, so we'll get rid of this right here. All along there. All right. So we got that. Bunch of residential. And then this is all going to fill in eventually too, but probably not today. So now I got to decide what to do here. Okay, so I think I have a policy here. Yeah, so this is all, it's a high-rise ban. So we'll just continue this all around on down here. So we'll get medium height buildings, and then we'll get bigger buildings off this way. So kind of separating the tracks off of the tracks here. Yeah, this will all be, there we go, and then that's all dense residential. And then we want dense commercial here. Okay, dense commercial there. All along this collector, dense commercial, just like that. Okay, now this is not traffic in, this is all people parked. I don't know why the game has decided this road is where everybody parks, but that's what happened there. Okay, so this is a major way in between these two highways. So guess what? More commercial, you guessed it. Just get rid of that there. Okay. All right, and this is just a really sloppy area here. All right. All right, then everything else is the commercial or the residential. Residential. We're gonna need a police station in the middle, as well as a fire station, and then a clinic. I'll just put that all right there in the middle. We're gonna need some death care, definitely some death care over here as well. All right, cool. All right, so that should do it, and then we can run it, and we're gonna watch all of this demand just go bye bye. This is gonna be this is gonna take quite a while for this to fill in, but it was something fun to do. I've been working on that area for a little while now, and it's just been a spot I wanted to finally finish. So I'm glad I was able to do this with you all today. What we'll do is I'll come back to this later, and we'll see how it's done. But hey, thanks for joining me. If you did join me today, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Again, that helps me create more content, and I'm only one subscriber away from 100. So whoever that lucky person is, thank you. I appreciate your kindness if you do decide to subscribe. It'll be I'm excited to get back on this journey of trying to build this channel, and go from there. But anyway, that's going to do it for me for today. I appreciate y'all joining in, and we'll see you on the next one.